Hey there guys, Rafael here, and today I have another game I had on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. This time I will be facing Catstoise using my, again, I don't know why, Darkrai deck, which is blue and psychic. I don't know why PTCGO keeps telling me that Darkrai is either water Pokemon or psychic Pokemon, so without any further ado, let's go for it. And as always, I play this deck lately. I mulligan at least once. I will start with Lone Darkrai, and that is not exactly what I can call a good hand. I have 2 energy, that's good. I have Dark Patch, that will be good if I had Darkness energy on my discard pile. And I have to Hypnotoxic Laser, which right now I don't think they are that good. My opponent reveals Mewtwo as active Pokemon and Keldeo, and I'm a little scared because I'm thinking maybe some kind of big basics, but no, he benches that Squirtle and he will expel my Darkrai. Then I will have to just attach that Darkness energy, play my new Hypnotoxic Laser in my hand, and simply pass. My opponent is trying to get a Blastoise as soon as he can, and look at that, he does not even play, or at least I don't think he does, he doesn't play Tropical Beach, and he got a turn to Blastoise, which is not something you can see every day. And he will expel again my Darkrai EX, and look at that, that's a beautiful hand. That end gave me a lot of cards I needed. And right here I will bench Sableye and Keldeo, Juniper away to Darkness Energy, which is great for Darkrai. And I'm thinking, okay, my Darkrai is damaged, but if I'm going to Junk Hunt this turn, I want to Junk Hunt for something useful. So I will play that Dark Patch and I will retrieve my Hypnotoxic Laser too. Now I have a fresh Dark Patch in my hand and a Hypnotoxic Laser, and that's very good. My opponent does a weird play. He discards 1 Squirtle and 1 Wartortle. I can understand the Wartortle, but why will he discard that Squirtle? Even after his Juniper he benches 1 Squirtle, so I really don't know what was that about. I will end myself. I get a very decent hand, and I get a random receiver, and basically with Darkrai you want to have random receiver in your discard pile because it will be more useful there than it is in your hand. Because if for some reason you get a supporter drug, basically you will be able to get out of it using Sableye, and I already have one in play. I did a bad play, I did not... Well, it turned out to be good, but I could have played that Dark Patch in my last hand, and that would have been very good for me. But I decided that I will not, and that means 1 energy less in my field at this moment. My opponent will bench down a second Keldeo, that means my Hypnotoxic Laser became useless, and by Darkrai. After that, I top deck a Ultra Ball. I'm thinking Blastoise is very weak against, and he has already taken a lot of prizes. I could say he's going hard and fast, but that's not exactly the case. As you can see, his deck is still pretty big. But he's trying to get prizes very fast. And I finally take my first 2 prizes using this Absol. And now my opponent will respond taking another easy prize on my Absol. That's Keldeo has a very good play against Absol, because you only need 3 water energy and Absol is dead, and that's what my opponent will do in this moment. That means this Mewtwo will be sitting again in his bench. If I want to knock it out, I will have to waste the Pokemon Catcher, and if I knock out this Mewtwo, basically that Keldeo will be something I'll have to deal with. And there it is. Bye Absol, thank you for those 2 prizes. And again I top deck a Ultra Ball, which is great. I have my only double colorless energy in my hand. That means I can go for my Mewtwo, and Keldeo is not that great against Mewtwo, because if my opponent tries to power up that Keldeo a lot, Mewtwo will just get huge hits on that Keldeo. And he will do that in a very cheap way, because Mewtwo only needs a double colorless energy and he will start running and attacking and doing a lot of damage, especially to cards like Keldeo. But I'm not in a very good position right now, because that Keldeo has Float Stone, so he will be able to retreat, get rid of that poison, and he will be able to rush in again. Lucky for me, I have that Max Potion in my hand, and here I'm thinking that my opponent will go for Catcher, to be honest. Because if I did not play Max Potion in this deck, and if I didn't have it in my hand, that means that basically this Mewtwo will be dead next turn. And that was my thinking. Maybe my opponent was playing a little safer, maybe anticipating Max Potion. But at the end of this turn, my opponent will have... No, at his next turn, my opponent will have a big hand again, and he will try to deluge as much as he can and try to knock out whatever I have in my field, and I don't want that Mewtwo to be active in case he is able to attach 4 energy into his own Mewtwo EX, and he will 5 energy his next turn, and that Mewtwo can win the game for him right now. So I decide to go with Darkrai, and the 30 damage to the bench will be useless on Mewtwo, to be honest. So I decide to get that damage onto that Kyurem. Kyurem can be annoying, especially because it's a non-EX Pokemon that will hit your EX Pokemon very hard. And if you don't have Dark Claw and Hypnotoxic Laser and Beerbank Gym on the field, basically Darkrai won't be able to one-hit KO it. And right here, my opponent will take his time. Basically, his deck is too big right now. I don't think he has used a lot of resources, but he he's having issues with energy. And now I'm getting scared because he only needs 2 more energy and a Pokemon catcher. There's the catcher, and if he has a... Nope. If he had a energy retrieval, that will have been game. And that's not the case. I will basically rush in and I won't delay this any longer. So I will take these 2 prizes on this knockout on Mewtwo EX, and that will be game. And that's it. I even get good tokens in this game. It was not that long game, but my opponent was applying a lot of pressure early. That's what Mewtwo EX does best. And usually, if your opponent is playing something like Blastoise Mewtwo and you don't have a way to deal with that Mewtwo, that means basically you will lose the game. But unfortunately for my opponent, I'm still that guy who plays Mewtwo into Darkrai decks, and I play 1 double colorless energy just to be able to power up as in just 1 turn if I have to, and that cost him the game. And that will be it. I will see you guys next time.